Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. So, not really a surprise to some of us, but Liam Paro stops Montana Love in 6 rounds. And let's start by talking about Montana Love because this guy, southpaw, lots of talent. He just seems to be wasting it. His last fight was against Steve Spark, an Australian fella who he got disqualified in the 6th round. And in this round against in this fight against Liam Paro, he got stopped in the 6th round. 6th round is obviously not a good round for Montana Love, but the guy's got talent. I mean, in the pre-fight interview, he said, "I've been doing this since I was 5 years old." He walks with swagger, he talks with swagger, but it's the old cliche about if you're going to talk the talk, you got to walk the walk. And Montana Love, I mean, I think he failed weight in one of his fights. He's got opportunities on DAZN and with Matchroom, but I can't see him unless he really gets his act together. I can't see him fulfilling that talent. It's a shame. Whereas Liam Paro, who's a far more modest, reserved type, excuse me, he just got on with his business and got that 6th round stoppage. Both southpaws, by the way. And this wasn't an exciting fight. There was too much. Everyone, they were both sort of standing off. Montana Love just wasn't letting his hands go. Very, very high guard. Parro firing more jabs, winning the rounds, I think, on accuracy, but they weren't exciting rounds. And Montana Love, you could tell the frustration in his corner. They were screaming at him, let your damn hands go. And he wasn't winning. He was trying to land one big punch, sort of pot shot with singles. Parro was too crafty for that. Not that it took a great deal to work out what Love was trying to do. And Parro was just banging the odd jab, firing. There seemed to be more thought going into what he was doing, Parro. It was more a case of I'm going to sort of set up any power punches, whereas Love was sort of waiting for opportunities to fire individual pot shots. And there were boos from the crowd, which was not surprising because it was not an exciting fight. But then in the 6th round, again, Love came in, walks forward, doesn't really jab that much, high guard, and Parro fired, which split the guard, bang on the jaw, over goes Love. It wasn't a soft knockdown, it wasn't a flash knockdown. He got up, legs a little bit shaky, but he seemed okay, and then Parro just walked across the ring and floored him a second time with the first punch he threw, which was left cross, because southpaw stance, so this backhand, left cross comes in. Love goes down heavy again, gets up, and this time his legs don't look good at all. Parro moves forward, again, very, very calm. I mean, this reserved Aussie is he just goes about his work, minds his own business, and puts it into operation. He got Love on the ropes, was battering him. I think it was probably the look of Love's legs that made the referee step in and stop the fight. Perfectly justifiable. Very, very good win for Parro, and one that a lot of us did predict. I actually had a bit of money on this one, so I picked up a few quid. But Montana Love, I mean, now he's 18 wins with 9 KOs and 2 defeats, 1 draw as well. Parro moves on to be undefeated. I mean, he's 24 wins with 15 KOs, no draws, no defeats. From Brisbane in Australia, he said in the post-fight, I want the winner of Regis Prograis and Devin Haney. I'm ready. I've been ready for a long, long time, he said. And by the way, I should point out, this is 140. We're talking Prograis versus Haney. It's a 140 super lightweight division fight. But yeah, Liam Paro's earned his shot. He knocked out Brock Jarvis. There was a bit of fanfare about Brock Jarvis because he's trained by Jeff Fennick, and very exciting fighter. Came in with 20 wins, no draws, no defeats, and got flattened in a round by Parro. That was the last fight. Now he's picked up a stoppage win over Montana Love, gone one better with Steve Spark. Steve Spark was thrown out of the ring, which got him the win against Love. Liam Paro didn't need to be thrown out the ring. He didn't need that disqualification. He stopped Montana Love with some very, very accurate punching. And I think that's one of his main attributes, Liam Paro. His accuracy is very good. I do think that against a busier, more accurate fighter, he's going to need to let his hands go a little bit more. Against Montana Love, he could fight at his own pace because Love wasn't really doing anything. He wasn't really. He was looking for single pot shots. You're not going to beat someone who's schooled. I was going to say well schooled, but you're not going to beat anyone who's got the basics down pat by just looking for individual punches. Unless you're a Nassim Hamed or someone who really does have a tremendous amount of speed and natural power. So I think Liam Paro is definitely a potential world champion. Another Aussie. Australian boxing's flying. It's really, really good. Lots of good fighters over there, male and female. So yeah, let me know. Let me know what you think if you saw this fight. It was on the undercard, obviously, of Devin Haney and Regis Prograis. What do you think of Parro? Who do you think should fight next? Do you think he's earned the right to fight the winner of Haney versus Prograis? I would have no objection to him taking that fight, being given that fight. And yeah, leave your comments below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you could just hit the subscribe button, that helps us a lot. And the like button, the old thumbs up thing, they count them apparently. And yeah, I'll answer you. Have a read your comments and I'll answer them. Thanks for now, and I'll catch you later. Bye bye.